All right, good evening, wrestling fans, and it's time to come back to the Nation Network for Clash of the Champions. This is WrestleVerse. WCW Women's Champion Charlotte Flair heading towards the ring to take on the self-professed queen of wrestling, Zelina Vega.
Well, that's just our opening contest. Let me tell you right now, we have got so much action lined up here tonight. We're going to see the tag team titles on the line when the Steiner brothers go up against the NWO, trying to get some of that power back to the WCW.
Indeed, not only that, United States, its championship on the line. It is time right now. Time to put up or shut up once and for all. This will be the final meeting between the total package, Lex Luger, and the former champion, Magnum TA. One of these men is going to walk out of here tonight with that coveted championship title. Which one will it be?
Well, I'll tell you right now, in my opinion, I think Magnum TA is barking up the wrong tree. Lex Luger's a member of the Four Horsemen, the only one I might add that's actually got a match on the card tonight, which means all the spotlight will be on him. He's going to have to rise to the occasion. I believe he will.
Of course, all eyes will be focused on the ring for our main event tonight. Hollywood Hogan defending the World Championship as he goes up against his arch nemesis, Zeus.
Well, let me tell you about the Chump Hogan out there. I've never really been a fan, but I do appreciate the NWO and the Hollywood aspect of what he's doing nowadays. He's finally taking some cheap shots, taking a couple pages out of the Book of the Body, if you know what I'm saying. Will the NWO be able to withstand the power of Zeus? That's what we're all going to find out here later tonight, and I can't wait.
We've got an extraordinary hardcore match to look forward to. The hardcore champion, Eddie Guerrero, will be defending that title against the one and only Terry Funk.
Well, that promises to be a big one right there. I can tell you, Terry Funk has always been a tough-as-nails Texas wrestler. However, you're going up against Eddie Guerrero, who is the hardcore champion. It's going to be a matter of the master versus the champion. Is Eddie Guerrero good enough to beat the master? We'll find out tonight, won't we?
Indeed. As Zelina Vega steps through the ropes with that cape and crown, and you know that's got to be rubbing Charlotte the wrong way, as she is considered by many, especially herself, to be the true queen of wrestling.
Well, at the end of the day, she may have a crown on, but Charlotte has the championship title, and that's what they're here for.
Introducing the challenger from Queens, New York, Queen Selina. And her opponent from the Queen City, she is the WCW Women's Champion, Charlotte Flair.
Well, this one is going to be as legitimate as it gets, ladies and gentlemen. Queens, New York versus the Queen City. And the WCW Women's Championship is at stake here tonight. Oh boy, what a way to kick things off. Referee calls for the bell. Look at Zelina wasting no time at all going after Charlotte.
Well, I got to tell you, it's a smart move. I believe she's doing the right thing right now. Take the fight to the champion, because she gives up so much in her size, in her power, her strength to Charlotte. Charlotte is a natural super athlete. She's been a success her entire career in any sport she's played. Zelina is almost half the size of Charlotte. She's really going to have, oh, what a move right there. That's what I'm talking about.
Indeed, running up with a backstabber. Now one for the long blower. Hitting her from the front and the back. And I tell you, I like the strategy right now of Zelina Vega. Charlotte out to the floor. Now Vega. Oh, my goodness. Over the top rope.
And she just took out the champion. What a way to kick things off here tonight. Wow.
Boot to the midsection, and now another collar and elbow, and Charlotte sends her into the broadcast table here. Ladies, let's keep some decorum, please. Head first.
Well, it's Clash of the Champions, and everything is on the line here tonight, so I'm not sure just how much they're going to keep things under wraps. Referee's going to have her work cut out for her.
Charlotte has Selina up against the ropes, and a back body drop, and the champion takes a nasty fall.
Charlotte landing awkwardly, but managing to withstand it. And there's the suplex on Selina here on the concrete floor surface. Those pads really don't provide a lot of protection. People seem to think they do. I can tell you firsthand, they don't.
Zelina Vega doing a tremendous job thus far, despite her shortcomings, no pun intended. She has really taken the fight to the champion and continues to do so.
Another DDT rocking the world of the champion, and Zelina Vega going to try and steal it right here.
There's 1, 2, and oh, brother. Right now, Charlotte's got to be wondering what the heck is going on. She has found herself in a bit of a tizzy here as the storms are brewing. Goes for the cover again after a Hurricane Rana. Charlotte's shoulders are down, and she kicks out just in the nick of time. Fans, I gotta tell you, I did not anticipate this. I don't think Charlotte did either, but she just tried to catch and failed once again.
Well, Zelina Vega right now is looking to prove she is the queen, and she's doing a hell of a job of it right now. Look at that.
Oh, these two ladies are going to set a very high bar for the rest of the night. Not just a match of the night contender, this is a match of the year contender right now. Off the ropes, and they miscommunicate there. Look at this, chop to the chest, and that was blocked, and Charlotte fires back with one of her own.
Well, when it comes to the chops, nobody does it better than Charlotte's now. The Nature Boy Ric Flair, the leader of the Four Horsemen. Big clothesline right there, and I'll tell you, Charlotte, it was only a matter of time before she was going to take things back under control.
Charlotte from behind with that rear waist lock, and now turns around and sends Vega into the turnbuckle. Hammering away with a couple of stiff forearm shots, and that rocked her. And now Charlotte on the top rope, boots out, lands on her feet, and rolls through and nails her on the second attempt.
Tremendous move right there by Charlotte Flair. I give full marks for being prepared on that one.
It looked like Vega was going to move out of the way in the nick of time, but she couldn't do it, and now Charlotte roughing her up. Going for that figure four leg lock, this could be it.
She's got the figure four on now as she arches back, and here she goes. Now it's the figure eight.
Oh, not too many people are going to survive this one. Will Zelina be able to find a way out? She is nowhere near the ropes, and Charlotte putting the pressure on. The torque on that knee right now has got to be incredible.
Well, I've been in a figure four. I've never been in a figure eight, but I can only imagine how much worse it must feel.
Vega sending the champion into the turnbuckle. Giving her full credit for withstanding. Look at this. Caught her up and a roll up right there, Charlotte. Shoulders are down. We might have a new champion. Oh, very close. Running senton, and now look at this. Vega going up to the top rope again. Cross body, and she caught her with a big splash.
Well, I feel like she should have gone for the cover after that splash connected. She may have knocked the wind out of the sails of Charlotte long enough.
The champion dazed here at ringside, and Vega went for it again, only this time nobody home.
Well, when you go big, sometimes you go broke, and that time that's exactly what happened. But I've got to give all the credit in the world right now. Selina Vega just keeps coming back for more.
Well, that's what this is all about. That women's championship means so much that these two ladies will have no quit in them. Charlotte now with that variation of the Dragon Sleeper really cinching it in.
Well, Vega is just an absolute warrior here tonight. She will not give up. She has taken the best, and now things are getting a little too personal.
Indeed. As they head towards the broadcast table, now finally back into the ring. Referee's count reaches 7. The champion sending her into the turnbuckle. Follows her in. Big forearm right to the head, and Zelina's in trouble.
Well, Charlotte now pulling her out towards the middle. Must have a game plan here. Let's see what she's thinking.
Went for that leg, and I believe she was going to try that figure 8 one more time. Vega had it scouted, and now Vega to the rope. Charlotte comes in, got caught once again. Couldn't hold the shoulders down.
Well, she rolls her over. I don't think that'll be enough, though. Charlotte's shoulders are down, and she just barely kicked out of that one.
Fans, if you're just joining us, this is the opening match tonight. WCW Clash of the Champions and another Hurricane Rana. Vega has done a tremendous job in this match of making up for a height difference, a size and strength difference, and just keeps coming up with the answer. And Charlotte once again chases her into the corner. Shoulders are down. There's 1. There's 2. We have a new champion.
I don't believe it. I'm seeing it, but I don't believe it.
Queen Selina has shocked the world and pulled out what I've got to consider to be a major upset here tonight in the opening contest.
Well, it's called Clash of the Champions for a reason, ladies and gentlemen. It's because you bring two of the very best and you put a championship on the line.
WCW Women's Champion, Queen Selina.
Stick around, plenty more action to come. Champions are 0-1 here tonight.
It's not WrestleFest on the arcade. It's not WrestleMania on the NES. It's not No Mercy on the N64. It's just a gunshot away from those fine retro games on Project 64. Retextured, remodeled, right on your home PC. I'm aboard, but watch your step. It's the all-new WWF Legends Challenge 64.
All right, fans, we're back. Another title on the line, this time the Tag Team Championship, and these two brothers have been chasing those titles for months now.
Well, we know how talented the Steiner brothers are, both in amateur and now professional wrestling. The question is, are they going to have what it takes to do what nobody's been able to do for over a year now, and that is defeat the NWO?
In an attempt to keep the outside interference down, the powers that be decided this is going to be a tornado match. All four men will be legal.
Yeah, and that poses a lot of different opportunities, but also different concerns if you're the tag team champions. No one's going to make the save necessarily because you'll all be active at the same time. That means you not only have to keep your eye on what's happening with you and your opponent, you got to see how your partner's doing. If he's about to be pinned or forced to submit, you better be able to make that save. And if not, and you're the NWO, you're going to be looking at the way out the door without the gold around your waist.
No doubt about it. Want to send a shout out to all of you joining us here live on the Nation Network tonight. William Styles in the house. Lady Sky TV is here. Big Chuck.
We've got Ricky Curon. Welcome aboard. DHW is here as well.
Hall and Nash. They are the outsiders representing as we welcome Hulk Hogan to the Nation Network. Welcome to the Nation.
Hulk Hogan? Are you kidding me? Are you sure it's not Chump Logan? Because I'll tell you right now, sounds awfully close to me.
The following contest is a tornado tag team match and is for the WCW World Tag Team Championship. Introducing the challengers at a combined weight of 531 pounds, Rick and Scott, the Steiner brothers. And their opponents at a combined weight of 608 pounds. They are the WCW World Tag Team Champions, Kevin Nash and Scott Hall, the NWO.
Well, now that all the necessities are out of the way, I say ring the bell and let them go.
Indeed, referee is going to confiscate those titles first. At this point in time, they're up for grabs. Which of these two teams will have what it takes to get the job done? Texas Tornado rules apply, ladies and gentlemen, and oh my goodness, it's going to be Katie bar the door here in just a moment. Bell sounds, action is underway, and here we go.
Well, the size, I don't know if I can say the strength advantage, but the size, the reach advantage will definitely be going. Perhaps the raw power advantage will be going to the NWO. But you look at the Steiners and how they're put together, and then their athletic abilities and talents in the world of amateur wrestling and how much that carries over. I feel this is about as even a matchup as you're going to find.
Adding that Texas Tornado factor into it is Rick Steiner right now in there on his own. Scotty taking his moment to get back in. Big clothesline right there by Kevin Nash. Just dropped him like a bad habit.
Well, it's like I said a moment ago, that they've got the, I believe, the power advantage. I don't think anyone's going to argue that Kevin Nash is probably the overall strongest man in the ring right now, although Scott Hall could give him a hell of a run for his money, but that's, of course, not to say anything against the Steiners.
In any normal matchup, the Steiners would probably have all those boxes checked over their opposition, but not tonight. Tonight, there is a reason Hall and Nash have held those tag team titles for a year now.
Yeah, it's not by fluke, that's for sure. It may have been under questionable circumstances that they got the titles, but the fact that they've maintained them this long, say what you will about the NWO and any outside chicanery going on. When you defend those titles as often as these two do, this is not Roman Reigns' wrestling world over here. These guys are out there on a regular basis and those titles are on the line. They find a way to get it done.
Speaking of getting it done, the Steiners have just sent both members of the tag team champions to the floor. Scott Steiner with a Steiner line, and he just dropped Scott Hall.
Nash just ran in and caught the back elbow by Rick Steiner. And the Steiner brothers right now doing a number on the tag team champions.
Rick Steiner, oh, he was getting ready. Oh, there's that Steiner line. Kevin Nash is seeing stars.
He rolls out to the floor, but Rick is right there with him. And now in the ring, it's a one-on-one match.
And Scott Steiner going to go for the cover. Will that be enough?
See, that's what I'm talking about right there. Scott Hall was in danger of being pinned, and Kevin Nash wasn't even aware of it. Wouldn't have got there in time to make the save had he needed to. You've got to be able to keep your tag team partner in your view at the same time.
Well, that point right there shows as Scott Steiner saves his brother from what could have been a potential pinfall. Nice suplex right there. Overhead belly to belly by Scott Steiner. And there's a headbutt by Rick. And again, the Steiner brothers looking to dethrone the NWO here tonight. Oh, there's a Frankensteiner.
Well, instead of going for the pin, he's beating the living stuffings out of Kevin Nash, and that's a mistake in my opinion.
Now it's 2 against 1. Rick Steiner has got Scott Hall up for the suplex, and down he goes. Scott Steiner now is on that top rope, and now turns his focus with a big drop kick, and Kevin Nash on the receiving end.
Well, meantime on the floor, Rick Steiner working on the arm of Scott Hall, and I'll tell you, this has been an absolute Donnybrook of a match right here. Call it a slobber knocker if you want to, because I'll tell you, this one has lived up to the billing. What a couple of matches we've had to start the night off.
Up in the air, this could be it. The power bomb, the jackknife. The tag team champions might have gotten the job done. Steiner comes out the back door.
When was the last time you saw somebody kicked out of that jackknife power bomb?
It has been quite some time, no doubt about it. I can't even recall an occasion.
Well, it's because the WCW Tag Team titles are on the line. You will reach extra deep in a match like this. You will find that internal power that you need.
Here's another attempt at a win, and this time Rick Steiner paying close enough attention to that point you made earlier on. And now Rick Steiner with a shot to the midsection, but gets caught from behind. And now it's a 2-on-1.
Oh, this is going to be it right here, going for the choke slam. He couldn't hold on. Steiner had an answer for him.
What a tremendous suplex right there by Scott Steiner, and now the double team taking place. There's a Frankensteiner.
And once again, should have gone for the win right there and failed to do it.
Bear hug is on. Scott Steiner wasn't paying attention. He could have intercepted Kevin Nash, and this one might have been over.
Another jackknife powerbomb, and now Scott Steiner's going to have to make the save.
Boy, oh boy, I'll tell you what, this is one of the best tag team matches I've seen, especially when it comes to the tornado version. Both teams have really put their best game out there. They have both come close to putting this one away. Rick Steiner now going up against the big man. Belly to belly suplex, and he just drilled him with that one.
Kevin Nash doesn't know where he is right now. He's dazed, to say the least. And now Rick Steiner going for the Bulldog, and he caught him with it.
Meantime, Scott Hall doesn't realize what's going on. He's going for the edge. And a 2 count. Boy, that was almost it.
And another save is made. I'll tell you what, he went for that outsider's edge, and it almost cost him the tag team titles. He didn't realize how close his partner was coming to getting defeated.
Steiner has him up in the air. Steiner driver, that's it. That is all she wrote. Goes for the cover. Referee is there. 1, 2, and oh, the save is made. Are you kidding me?
Ladies and gentlemen, I'll tell you right now, this has been one hell of a night. We're just getting started.
Elbows to the head. And a big right hand, and down goes Rick Steiner. Scotty now with a DDT. Goes for the cover, hooks the leg. And Hall able to get there in time to make the save. What, I'll tell you what, these two teams are putting each other to the test here tonight. Ben Sicily, welcome to the Nation Network. Attacking the leg once again. Steiner going for the cover. German suplex, no one gonna make the save. We've got new tag team champions.
What a match that was, ladies and gentlemen. We said a moment ago we had a match of the year contender. Well, now we've got two back-to-back to start off the Clash of the Champions.
We take a look back, ladies and gentlemen. The Steiner brothers able to get together.
You know, I have $1 million question right now, and it makes me wonder what this will have as a mental effect on Hollywood Hogan. Seeing the tag team titles taken away from the NWO, is that going to put in psychological doubt in his mind when he steps in that ring later tonight against Zeus?
Well, we're going to find out, ladies and gentlemen. Stick around. Clash of the Champions continues in a moment.
It's time to grab your popcorn and your soda. Get your favorite candy. And get ready because we are going to the movies. We're going to be watching and reviewing some of the most iconic movies featuring superstars of the world of professional wrestling. Will it be thumbs up or thumbs down? We'll give you our thoughts. You give us yours. Come check us out as we review some of the greatest titles in its genre. Make sure you check out the Nation Network as we take you to the movies.
The following contest is an Extreme Rules match and is for the WCW Hardcore Championship.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, we're just getting started. We're not even halfway through.
Well, this is going to be another one for the ages as we get ready to see Terry Funk go one-on-one with Eddie Guerrero for that Hardcore Championship. And one thing we know for a fact, and that is that Terry Funk, you see that shirt he's wearing right there, says Funk You. That's because he's the master of the University of Hardcore.
It is going to be one heck of a matchup tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, Extreme Rules means there are no rules. Everything is legal, including that cowbell that we just saw Terry Funk bringing down to the ring.
Once again, shout out to everybody joining us here live on the Nation Network. Top Hood is in the house. Welcome aboard. Kevin Davis joining us as well.
Juan Cordero is here. Thank you for joining us. The man with the Latino heat.
Well, he may have Latino heat, but at the same point in time, he's got Terry Funk that's there to put it out. And Terry Funk knows all about hardcore wrestling. Let's not make any quibs about it.
That is 100% accurate as Terry Funk, one of the originators of the House of Hardcore, that being the ECW. The confidence on the face of Eddie Guerrero.
Well, you know what? Eddie Guerrero should be confident. Eddie Guerrero comes from the Guerrero family, Chavo, Hector Mondo, all the greats of Lucha Libre Mexican history. Their family name is known over there the way the Kennedys are known over here in America. They're just a part of the fabric, the culture of professional wrestling. And he brings that confidence with him right here in the WCW.
Amarillo, Texas, weighing in at 244 pounds, Terry Funky. And his opponent from El Paso, Texas, weighing in at 205 pounds, he is the WCW Hardcore Champion, Eddie Guerrero.
Handing over the Hardcore Championship now is Eddie Guerrero. Terry Funk taking a look at that one. As decorated as a career that Terry Funk has had, the Hardcore Championship here at WCW has never been a part of his resume, but he'd like to change that here tonight if he could.
Well, there's no doubt in my mind that he's capable of it.
They start out with a collar and elbow. Terry Funk, of course, former NWA World Heavyweight Champion. There's a crossbody, and down goes Eddie Guerrero. How do you like this one?
Well, I'll tell you right now, Eddie Guerrero, he's not going to have the same experience factor as Terry Funk. Terry's a little bit more of a grizzled old veteran. I think he's got a different level. Oh, look at that right there. And that was the flip side of the coin I was about to address. Eddie's got that throw caution to the wind attitude about him that just saved him a whooping from that baseball bat.
Guerrero now going to work. Dropping the elbow down across the knee. And Terry Funk, no secret, has had a lot of knee issues over the years.
Well, that is pretty much normal. That will happen when you have a long career like Terry Funk has had. The number of rings he's been in and out of, the arenas, the trains, the buses, the airplanes, he's done it all.
And right now, Guerrero with that baseball bat connecting.
But Terry Funk is so Texas up, he's able to shake it off. Anybody else would still be down, if not out.
Oh, they're starting to tear things down here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. It's all legal. You'll notice the referee is not putting the count on. There can be no count out. There can be no disqualification. This will end by pinfall or submission inside the squared circle as Guerrero again attacking with that baseball bat.
Well, early on, the switch part of that coin I talked about earlier seems to be played out pretty well, in that Eddie Guerrero, with his quickness, has taken advantage of the wily old veteran.
Terry Funk laid out. Guerrero, no stranger to using steel chairs. We've seen it time and time again. As he now wedges it into that corner. And now goes back for the baseball bat. All of this is legal, ladies and gentlemen. Terry Funk's on the middle rope. Got caught right in the ribs. And now Funk going for the abdominal stretch.
Well, a submission will end the match, but I can't imagine Eddie Guerrero will submit.
At least not at this point in time. Nice head scissor takedown. Way to get out of the hole. And now Guerrero with a variation of the Uranagi. Cover and hooks the leg. Gets two. And now Terry Funk going to go for that Texas pile driver. That might be all she wrote. New champion could be crowned. There's one, two, and Guerrero able to kick out.
Well, Eddie Guerrero's still alive, but by how much, I don't know. Now Terry Funk's got the baseball bat, and it's time for some payback. In the business, this is referred to as getting a receipt.
Indeed. Going to work on the ribs, and now the champion fighting his way back momentarily. Once again, Funk with a baseball bat, cracking it over the skull. And down goes Guerrero.
Eddie Guerrero rolling outside the ring, but didn't realize Terry Funk was right there waiting on him.
This one has been another Donnybrook, ladies and gentlemen. It has been a true clash of the champions here tonight. Now, Terry Funk going after a ladder.
Why not? It's all legal. Bring it in. If it ain't nailed down, it can be part of the match.
Pops him up, and Guerrero came down. I believe he may have landed on that baseball bat. Continuing to go. Look at this. Could be the... As we welcome the 80s rock and roller to the Nation Network. Thought he was going for the Three Amigos, and now here's that pile driver. No. Guerrero comes out the back door. Shoulders are down. Referee is there in position for one. Oh, what a right hand.
Terry Funk just nailed him with that big Texas right hand, and that bouncing his head off the steel chair for good measure. How much more of this can he put up with? I have no idea, but Eddie Guerrero's being tested like a champion should be.
Off the top rope, moonsault, and it connects. We might have a new champion here. Shoulders down for 1, 2, he got him. Terry Funk pulls out the win.
Well, the wily old veteran had just what he needed to get the job done, and I can't say congratulations enough to Terry Funk for getting the big win here tonight.
As the referee in position, what a match.
And the new WCW Hardcore Champion, Terry Funky.
These two put each other through the ringer. Terry Funk comes out on top. Stick around, more Clash of the Champions still to come.
You will never pin me. Now it's everybody's favorite time.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the WCW United States Championship.
All right. The United States Championship on the line. We told you this was going to be one of the marquee matches of the evening, but the bar just keeps getting set higher and higher each step of the way.
Yeah, I'll say so. And I can't help but wonder what is next. I mean, where do we take this from? The Women's Championship match was knockdown, drag out. The tag team title match, knockdown, drag out. What we just witnessed for the Hardcore Championship. I don't know how anyone's going to top this stuff, but let's see what happens.
Magnum TA stepping through the ropes. The date with destiny that he called it. Going up against the total package, Lex Luger representing the Four Horsemen.
You see the total package heading down to the ring with all the confidence in the world.
You take a look at this guy, he is really put together, is he not?
Yeah, he doesn't miss any days in the gym, that's for sure. He is a potential winner of the Jesse the Body Award. You know, I might bring that championship back out. I might turn around and give that opportunity to somebody once again. We all know that I gave it once and once only to Ravishing Rick Rude, but I look around and I see some guys right now that might be worthy of the Jesse the Body Award, and perhaps that's going to come back.
The WCW United States Championship title on the line, and this one, ladies and gentlemen,
Introducing the challenger from Virginia Beach, Virginia, weighing in at 245 pounds, Magnum T.A. And his opponent from Atlanta, Georgia, weighing in at 270 pounds, he is the WCW United States Champion, the Total Package, Lex Luger.
as we take a look at the championship, Talk 71, welcome to the nation. As he hands the championship title over, referee showing it to Magnum TA, former holder of that championship title, by the way.
Well, former is the key word in that sentence right there. If you're Magnum TA and you want to get that title back, you better find a way to deal with a total package. Good luck, you're going to need it.
Sounds the bell, and here we go, and Luger quickly with a shot to the head. Right away, going to that Russian leg sweep, and Magnum TA gonna have to come up with a new strategy. If he had one to start the match, it hasn't worked out well.
Well, as I mentioned at the beginning of the match, Lex Luger right now has the full spotlight on him because he's the only member of the Horsemen in action here tonight.
Tremendous suplex right there by Magnum TA, taking Luger all the way over. There's a right hand, and now double teaming there. The championship committee here in WCW forbade any of the Horsemen from being ringside for this matchup. They wanted to have a clear outcome, a clear winner.
Well, hopefully that's what you'll get, but anytime you're getting in the ring there with a member of the Four Horsemen, you never know.
Indeed, it's hardly ever that it's just a one-on-one match, as Luger just got driven into that steel turnbuckle and now dropped across the railing.
Well, Magnum TA right now, look, Magnum TA is another one of these dudes that he's put together well. He's a tremendous in-ring performer, but Lex Luger's a special kind of guy. He's a different specimen. They call him the total package because he is.
Magnum now on the railing. As the count continues to climb, the total package, Lex Luger not making any effort to stop this count, but Magnum able to beat the count back in by number 8. Collar and elbow tie up once again, and now the total package has him up over the shoulder, drops him down across the top rope.
That's going to do some damage right there. That crushes your larynx. Your windpipe collapses momentarily. Now you're gasping for air.
The two collide. Nobody getting the upper hand in that moment. Shoots him to the ropes as Magnum with a hip toss. Nicely done. And now Magnum TA hammering away with some rights and lefts. Monkey flip by the champion. Nicely done.
You know, that's a great thing about the total package, Lex Luger. He's proven time and time again he can do it any way he wants. He can wrestle you, or he can just take you out.
There's that running clothesline, goes for the cover. Will that be enough? Two, and Magnum out the back door. Another big right hand connecting, and now, oh, he's gonna go for it. Then got him in the torture rack, and that might be it.
Not too many people able to survive that torture rack. Will Magnum TA find a way out? I don't believe he will.
Magnum in trouble, and he's fighting his way out of there, and he manages to escape. Irish whip into the turnbuckle, and now Magnum TA turns the tide once again as he and the total package continue this fight for the United States Heavyweight Championship. Magnum using the top rope for added leverage, going to work on the arm of Luger.
Well, that's a smart strategy right there, because if he can take out the arm, it'll be much harder for Luger to try and put him back up in that torture rack. You have to have both arms working very well. It's a hard move to hold 200-plus pounds up on your back that's trying to move.
Magnum out on the apron now, and the total package Lex Luger laying into him. And Magnum retaliates with a right of his own, and now the action back here inside the squared circle. Has him up over the shoulder, the total package with a slam on Magnum TA.
Well, you know, you mentioned the fact that the Horsemen have been banned from ringside. Well, so have the friends of Magnum TA. You know, I'm talking about the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. I'm talking about guys like Sting. This is a one-on-one match, so no excuses when it's all said and done.
The total package, Lex Luger in control. And now has Magnum up again, across the shoulder, and once again hangs him across the top rope. Magnum going and breaks the hold. Looked like it was going to be a bear hug.
Went for the crucifix, but he couldn't hold it on. Otherwise, that might have been the match right there. But at this point, you see the sweat falling off the back of both of these men. Hard to hold your man in position, but there's that torture rack one more time.
Referee right on the spot.
I thought he said he quit.
No, he did not quit, and the referee is right there. Do not doubt that one.
I doubt it. I doubt it quite a bit.
Luger dropping Magnum TA. The title hopes of Magnum may be slipping away. Luger from behind, and again has him up on the torture rack, the third time here tonight.
Nobody gets out 3 times. Nobody.
Indeed, that's enough. Lex Luger with a convincing victory over Magnum TA as a result of that torture rack, ladies and gentlemen. But it took 3 to get it done.
Well, no matter how many it took, he got it done. But I will give credit to Magnum TA. I've never seen anybody go past 1, much less 2, to get to 3.
Magnum took everything and then some.
Here's your winner and still the WCW United States Champion, the Total Package, Lex Luger.
A tremendous victory for the Total Package. Lex Luger here tonight, and the first champion to retain as part of Clash of the Champions. Stick around, still to come. The World Heavyweight title will be back.
It's not WrestleFest on the arcade. It's not WrestleMania on the NES. It's not No Mercy on the N64. It's just a gunshot away from those fine retro games on Project 64. Retextured, remodeled, right on your home PC. I'm aboard, but watch your step. It's the all-new WWF Legends Challenge 64.
following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the John Cena Legacy Championship.
The challenger making his way down the aisle, the Nature Boy, Ric Flair. The John Cena Heritage Championship. I'll tell you what, it's a title that was bestowed upon him for the 16 world title run that he had as part of the WWE. Ric Flair says, hey, I never got one of those. I didn't need one. I was a 16-time world champion. Well, the two champions have been battling back and forth for months now, and it all comes to a head right here tonight. And Cena agreed that whichever man wins, they will walk away with that legacy title.
Well, it's going to be one for the ages right now. You are talking about two dudes who have legitimately held world titles 16 times now. With Ric Flair, he's done it in multiple promotions. That makes me think he's got the upper hand, and he's in his own backyard right now.
A surprising ovation here as John Cena is considered to be in hostile territory.
You know what? I've heard rumor that Ric Flair says when he wins that title, he's going to take the plates off and put them on his hubcaps on his car.
Well, it wouldn't be the first time Cena had something that was spinning.
Want to send a shout out to Ancient Clown watching us here live on the Nation Network along with Double C.
It has been a historic night of professional wrestling, ladies and gentlemen, here on the Nation Network. The Clash of the Champions living up to every expectation and then some. This is a raucous crowd, I don't mind telling you.
Introducing the challenger from Charlotte, North Carolina, weighing in at 242 pounds, the Natural Boy.
Well, the Nature Boy Ric Flair, look at the stare in his eyes.
Massachusetts, weighing in at 251 pounds, he is the John Cena Legacy Champion, John Cena.
That same look staring right back across the ring at him from John Cena. There is no shortage of confidence between these two men. You can't win 16 world titles with self-doubt.
Well, that title might not be exactly a recognized championship here in WCW or anywhere else for that matter. It's not an official title. But believe me, both of these dudes want to be the one walking out of here with it tonight because it has a different kind of meaning.
Indeed, they have traded back and forth throughout the last couple of months. And tonight, it will be decided. One man walks out with the bragging rights. We mentioned the fact earlier that Ric Flair has the home field advantage. How big an event do you think that makes it?
Well, I think it's a great advantage for him if he decides to use it, but he's also the dirtiest player in the game, so does he really care?
Flair out to the floor with Cena, wasting no time at all. And to the point made by the body, the self-professed dirtiest player in the game, and nowhere will he better be able to display that than on the outside area.
Well, that was a mistake right there by the Nature Boy, and he don't make many of them, but he did right there. Turn your back on John Cena, not a smart idea, especially when his legacy championship's on the line.
Want to send a shout out to James Weston, who's joining us here live on the Nation Network. Both of these men better be paying attention to the referees. Count is already up to 6. And Flair just got thrown into the guardrail.
Oh, and now into the steel ring steps. John Cena's back in the ring. Ric Flair having trouble getting back up, and this might be the match right here.
Referee trying to get Flair in, and he beats the count. Cena thinks it was a count out.
Well, another mistake, this time made by Cena, turning his back. And I am very surprised that with two 16-time world champions, these dudes are making the kind of basic elementary mistakes that they are right now. These are rookie mistakes, something these guys should be past.
Flair dropping Cena throat first across that top rope. Goes for the suplex, nicely done. As the Nature Boy now stomping away on the head. Cena slowly trying to get back up to his feet, but Flair right there. And now Cena with a nice suplex takeover.
And once again turns his back to acknowledge the fans, and Ric Flair's going to make them pay for it.
Oh, and Flair goes down. A sign of already how much both of these men have dished out punishment on each other. Flair driven into the canvas, but gets right back up. Cena has Flair up on the shoulder, brings him over to the turnbuckle, and snake eyes.
You see the head of Ric Flair snap back on the impact. That will give you whiplash. You will be feeling that for weeks to come.
And there's a headbutt. And Flair with a block. And now firing back. Thus far, it has been a relatively even matchup between these two men. Not too much in the way of chicanery, considering Nature Boy Ric Flair is a member.
Open hand slap to the face, the ultimate shot sign of disrespect right there.
Oh, a big right hand, and Cena is bleeding.
Yeah, he split him wide open, and now John Cena tasting his own blood. Let's see how he reacts to that one.
We have seen John Cena many times before. Belly-to-belly suplex, planting the Nature Boy Ric Flair. Recall a Monday Night Raw episode where Seth Rollins removed his nose from its current location. There's a count of 2. And he continued that match and went on to victory.
I'm not saying John Cena's not tough. I'm just saying in a match like this with as much on the line as there is. And there's Ric Flair doing what Ric Flair does best. Ha, ha.
Indeed, going to the eyes of John Cena. And I know you appreciate that.
Win if you can, lose if you must, but always cheat.
Flair with a knee to the midsection, and now Cena back up again, and that blood really starting to flow. And now he's got him in a bear hug. The Nature Boy Ric Flair in that vice grip. John Cena trying to squeeze the air out of the body of the Nature Boy, who finds a way to escape.
Well, the Nature Boy Ric Flair, he is so well trained, he is so well experienced, and now look at this, targeting the knee and the leg of John Cena, and we all know why.
Abdominal stretch is on, Cena close to the rope, but I don't know if that's going to help him in any way.
Flair's got him tied up pretty good, but Cena finding a way to get out of it.
Back body drop. And once again, Ric Flair takes the header.
Well, now he's starting to feel it. You see him going around there calling the woo out. And this crowd knows what that means. He's going to go for the figure 4. And this could be it right here. The legacy title will go to the Nature Boy.
Not yet. John Cena hanging on, has to find a way to turn this thing over or get to the ropes. Can he do it?
He's pulling for it right now, and he does turn it over.
And the Nature Boy will have to release the hold or take the risk of ending up with permanent injury himself. Cena sending Flair to the ropes, swing and a miss to the ropes. Big clothesline of the Nature Boy. Spun inside out with that one.
I've got to tell you right now, I've seen a lot of Clash of Champions over the years, but I've never seen one that has been so perfect as this one here tonight. Bell to bell, challenge for challenger, champion and champion.
Cena just dropping the Nature Boy face first on the apron, the least forgiving portion of the ring. And back in we go again. Cena with a shoulder block, and this could be bad news. Another one. Flair swing and a miss. Cena drops him, and this could be it.
Flair slowly getting back to his feet. John Cena didn't get to put the five-knuckle shuffle, and that's what we would normally see at that moment.
Oh, look at this. Attitude adjustment. Cena with a leg. Will it be enough for 1, 2? He got him.
I'm seeing it, but I don't believe it.
Ladies and gentlemen, what a victory indeed for John Cena.
As we welcome Harrison Pierce here to the nation.
There are those that won't be happy with it, but guess what, ladies and gentlemen, at the end of the day, it was time for Put Up or Shut Up, and John Cena in hostile territory got the job done, and he is the Legacy Champion.
Let's go. Bad out there, folks. Real bad. But I got a solution. Stay in tonight and lock your doors. Boss, that her? We find her?
No, just more trash on the side of the road. Looks like Calypso's got himself another driver for this year's contest. She was the one. She was the only one. There have been so many people I've killed over the years. But her, she was the only one who ever escaped. She was the one that got away. I just have to win Calypso's stupid little contest, and any prize I ask for will be mine. When I win, he's going to send me where she's been hiding all these years. And this time, I'm going to finish what I started. This time, I'm going to make her bleed.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the WCW Heavyweight Championship.
All right, this is the main event of the evening, ladies and gentlemen. Hollywood Hogan coming out here looking confident despite the loss of the tag team titles earlier tonight.
Well, you know what? At the end of the day, he's in control of his destiny here in this one. He had no control over that whatsoever. He is ready, I can tell you that much right now. I don't necessarily like him personally, but I can't argue with the fact that he's one of the biggest draws in the history of our business, and he is right now the man running the NWO.
Hollywood Hogan with all the titles, with all of the championships he has had, all of the adversaries he has stood against, perhaps none been more physically dominating than Zeus.
And we welcome Broken Carter here to the Nation Network. Welcome aboard.
Hollywood Hogan, the leader of the NWO. One way or another, at the end of this night, they're going to have a team meeting and try and get things back on the right page. And that'll mean, at the very least, getting those tag team titles back. It might be meaning to get that championship back as well, because if Zeus were to find a way to do it, it would be an absolutely horrendous night for the NWO. And here comes the challenger.
Well, Zeus, of course, with a long history with Trump Hogan going back to the WWF. Many, many years have gone by, and he came back out and recently attacking Hogan, looking for more revenge. Wasn't happy with the way things were settled over there. Thought he'd bring that fury and hate right here to the WCW and to the NWO.
The human wrecking machine, ladies and gentlemen. Over the top rope. Look at this man. Boy, you stare into those eyes and you see nothing but cold.
Cold and pain, perhaps.
He is a force to be reckoned with, recently teaming up with Vader. Those masters of disaster.
Well, it's a numbers game at the end of the day, and the NWO runs the numbers.
From parts unknown, weighing in at 305 pounds, the human wrecking machine, Zeus! And his opponent, from Hollywood, California, weighing in at 302 pounds, he is the WCW Heavyweight Champion, Hollywood Hogan!
Hollywood Hulk Hogan. The NWO's WCW World Heavyweight Champion. And these two monsters staring a hole through one another. Referee calls for the bell, and Hogan comes over, ties up, and gets caught in the midsection to start this one off. Zeus right away in control.
Well, the power right now, we've seen the power of Hulkamania many times over again, but the power of Zeus is something totally different. It's almost mythical.
Indeed, Zeus is a force to be reckoned with, and dropping the leg on the back of the head.
Well, there's some irony for you right now. Now, these fans not necessarily always in favor of Hollywood and the NWO, but they definitely don't like Zeus here tonight.
Hogan gonna go for a suplex here. If he can get him up, and he does, near 300 pounds. As this monstrosity, Zeus, down for the first time in the match here tonight. There's the Irish whip to the ropes, back out front, drop down Hogan. Comes back, body drop, and Zeus going for that long ride. Hogan go for the cover, hooks a leg, and gets a 1 count.
Well, that one had a little bit more of an effect. You didn't see Zeus popping up from that one now, did you?
Indeed, as he goes out to the floor, and for the first time, Zeus showing some effects here. Hogan rake of the back. And now look at this, big boot to the head.
Isn't that normally one of Hogan's favorite maneuvers? Zeus isn't just looking to beat him, he's looking to really make a point.
Oh, he's got Hogan. Drives him hard into the concrete floor. And now look out, look out. Zeus back in the ring. And he caught Hogan trying to get back in himself and throws the champion across the squared circle. Another big clothesline.
Driving that knee into the upper chest.
Fans, we want to thank all of you for helping us reach in now excess of 2,500 subs. For that, we thank the nation. Hogan has him up across the shoulder. And throat first on the top rope, and now Hogan with some words.
Big rake to the back right there now, and Hogan's going to have to figure something out here to put him away because Zeus has gone down a time or two, but he just keeps coming back for more, and you can't leave a man like that alive in a match like this. You've got to put him down and out.
Oh, there's the boot to the head. Hogan thinks he's done the damage. Hook in the leg, 1, 2, he got him. No.
Well, he definitely stunned him, and now look at Zeus once again getting back up.
Zeus now turning the tide a little bit here. Throws Hogan down. And Hogan throws Zeus into the steps here ringside.
Well, Zeus not done yet. He's got plenty left in the tank himself.
Oh, just a moment. What is... Give me a break. Give me a break. Hogan rammed into the broadcast table.
One more time, and how much more can he handle?
Hogan is up. Choke slam to the mat. Zeus in the middle of the ring. He done it. He's got it.
Well, he won the match, but he didn't win the championship.
He defeated Hogan, however, by a count out here at Clash of the Champions. Hogan was unable to get back up.
Hogan was not only unable to beat the count, he was unable to get back up on his feet.
Oh, I've got a feeling we've not heard the end of this. We might need medical attention for Hollywood Hogan. He retains the title, but Zeus gets the win. I am sure we haven't heard the last of these two. Fans for the Body, Mean Scheme, saying thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next time for more WCW action here as part of WrestleVerse on the Nation Network. So long and good night.